49ers back to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Let's go. It was only a matter of time.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The moment has finally arrived, football fans. Time to close out another season. And we're underway in Super Bowl 62. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game to the LSU product. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right.
Oh, he gonna give me one. Yeah, he gonna give me one. I can feel it.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So 1st down from the 41. Here's the one back on the handoff. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd down pass play coming. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down. They're going to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. There it is. Touchdown,
It's one of my plays. It's one of my plays. Damn.
For the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy throwing here to start. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback. Because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
It's a textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Pass play now. Completed to his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 2nd. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And it is is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pull out in front for their 13-zip.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Starting at the 10. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And send a receiver left. They give here to the motion man. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. We've reached the end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Our score, 14-0. Back to Miami in just a moment. Welcome back, all. Second quarter of Super Bowl 62 just moments away. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Garindo has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver to the goal line. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Running with Garindo. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working now from the gun. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Lobs this deep down the middle. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. Showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what. These tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
It's Cox again. It's Kittle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
1st down, San Francisco.
So Reed, it's a good for Gurindo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Don't get this one to Watkins. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down, 49ers.
Handoff now to the receiver. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Brought down the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Get set. 41. Watch out.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making a one-score game before halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
Now come out throwing. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
19, go!
Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, Purdy. Taking a deep shot here. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers.
Yeah, back in this shit real quick. Let's go.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Caught out left. Tackles made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. play on 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Racing down the left side. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. The extra point try is good by Wright. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call and give right up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. San Francisco calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Gurindo. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Going the out route complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join
This ain't looking good.
for the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The 2nd half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Running back sent in motion. First down, Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Get set, get set.
In motion, the slot man right. He gives here to the motion man. And the hit helps set him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2. Shotgun handoff to Gurindo. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth. Looking to throw. He breaks the catch. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
Get set, get set. 18.
On the option, they're going to give it to Gorindo. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Outside. 18.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Rolling from the gun here. That's incomplete left side. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
19, sorry, cut up. 19, left step, 18, right, go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's completed right side. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Getting 24 yards on that one. Man, the Steelers have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing now on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Quick to the left, it's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
There's a give on 1st and goal. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return coming from the 14. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It is caught left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A pickup of 17. And that gives the 49ers the first. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. Keeps it moving. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut it to 1 late in the third. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good for missing an extra point. Shit crazy.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
19, Tiger, 19.
Second down, looking for options. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. Looking quickly here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Chased out to his right. And he just gets
All his guys are stuck to him.
Want to take a risk there on 1st down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's on target. Watkins. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. So we've hit the end of 3 in Super Bowl 62. This game can still go either way. Only 2 points separating these squads as we begin the 4th. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And the tackle is made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go now. Warriors, 19-18.
They're going to try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Cut out left. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push this to an 8-point game. Going after upcoming this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40.
1st down, San Francisco.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Oh, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Steelers are set up just shy of the 25 after that tackle. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it up.
He's got it deep downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers
Damn, that's
as they make it a 15-point game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 16-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning in from the 16. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Purdy gets this from the pistol. That was incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Purdy on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco. Again, it's Brock Purdy. It's his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Garindo running between the tackles. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Completed to his running back. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
So horrible.
Remember, they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defense preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Couldn't stop nothing in this game. I ain't deserve to win no way. It's all good. I got one of the best defenses in the league.
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
I guess it's authentic to put a Super Bowl on here that you lose. This is the first Super Bowl I put on my channel that I lost. That shit sucks. Sucks ass.
And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a storybook season. You know, at times it even seemed like it's ripped right from a movie. The way the pieces fell into place along the way, all of it led to these final 4 quarters of football in this moment that they will never forget. I know not a one of them out there could have imagined a better final scene to the movie that has been their season. Super Bowl champions.
A decorated franchise on top once again. Commissioner Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Super Bowl 62 champions. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night everybody from the Super Bowl.
Shit was awful, man. This shit was awful. Like, I don't understand. I can't say that I at least made a Super Bowl on this shit. I gotta resign all these dudes. The defensive line is why I made it to the bowl. I gotta bring all them dudes back. This cat right here. He said what? They all injured. Nah. So terrible. This defensive line is like the one we had in 2019. So they still couldn't get the job done. That's crazy. It's so terrible.
So sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the folks to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, 'cause if it isn't, I'ma break my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in love with her, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure
guess I'm Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa. Swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm a all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from dog criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars, on fire. I spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, since they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. He's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Take notes, joke, stone look shattered like broke glass. I'm a shine.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up, bitch, we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Fria, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live.
Hold on 1 second. Need more storage. So how's that? My defense is trash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying I need to work on it. It's hard though. I thought I had the scheme. So you feel like my defense. You feel like my defense is trash for real. Straight trash. I really can't disagree. But you know what?
You got people. You sit there and go through the whole milk and balls and all that. Like, your defense is not that good.
Say it again.
Your defense ain't cool and that shit trash.
Shit. Damn. You feel like my defense is trash, huh? Okay.
You can be like, I don't know about whatever they put that doing. Because that's what they ass can't play.
Well, hey, you know what? I got another league game, so let's do it. That game. 56 points though, like man. And I'm on a live stream. Like, what the hell is that? That's crazy.
From the host of Superbowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
I feel like I played this dude before, but I don't know.
In the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
You like that play? You like that play, huh?
That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th. Okay, here they are celebrating the start of this game.
Yeah,
The exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Got me for this. They don't play to win. They going to use winning shit.
All right.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gregory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Niners at 6-5 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
What's up?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this Niner defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
2nd and 9. On play action, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bajorquez to punt this thing away. Jacob Cowing deep to receive it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it?
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game,
That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
Here's McCarthy. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw in this game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zones, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Gregory.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Niners continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it is 28-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
70, let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
To the air with McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. McCarthy going to throw again.
And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
from 10 yards out. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Will Riker, the kickoff.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Play action. Now Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the left side. It's Gregory. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Back to throw, Purdy. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal.
And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final.
Of course he fumbles and recovers. Of course. Of course.
And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Shit pisses me off.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, really with. I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I be on my little.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy sets up to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this.
Yeah, I need to stop being greedy, I guess.
I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses,
Fuck around and lose this game, too. I'm hurt off of that ball. I ain't gonna lie.
That one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before break. McCarthy to Jefferson on the slant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL
on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
In trouble, and he's taken down. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Wide open receiver complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. This will be a short
Like, what is it? Like, why these fools just won't? They won't separate.
Really nice defense on that.
It's hot everybody playing this punk ass man coverage.
Not any run after it.
Third down at 6. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Man, that was my fault. It's late. Fuck, what the hell, man?
Set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fred Warner. And
he's throwing picks back and forth.
As they'll start at their own 20.
I got a reason, though. Fuck. This is crazy.
He's having now 6 interceptions.
Six interceptions in one game? Wow.
Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen
I throw another pick. I'm probably just going
to give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Into space at the 45. He may go. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. back to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something.
And my goodness.
Well, I know he ain't just try me like that. No, he just try me. Because I get picks.
Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the stats. Definitely.
On first down, Gregory. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 43 yards. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here.
Yeah, it feels good to get back in the win column.
Extra point by York.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm still salty about that Super Bowl though. It's crazy.
A while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends.
I just knew I was gonna win that game. That's what happens with this damn video game.
The end zone, it's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard.
You know, I need the Niners to win the damn Super Bowl, man. Straight up.
To the guy running with it. That was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
38.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. Back.
Now they'll run on the draw. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this time they were waiting for him. He's going to be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Come on.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
52 plus. Ready.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Niners' 10-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
52 points.
Hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you put something that you're trying to practice, right? That you
this ain't the game I want. I
into
want
a
that
game
fucking
situation,
Superbowl.
and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
About to be starting Throwback Thursdays.
Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
Well, yeah, I had to get back in the winning column after that terrible Super Bowl.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them a couple.
I'll get the Niners back to the bowl. It's only
7-5, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.